After touring around Europe with his band in the late 70s, Barry's illustrious career started in the early 80s with international chart toppers Brotherhood of Man. Then he became a UK top nightclub DJ whilst writing and producing for many famous hit artists. In the 90s, he turned to country music for inspiration and wrote worldwide hit 5, 6, 7, 8, leading to his formation of pop band Steps, who have now had numerous single and album chart success. After more hits with such diverse acts as Sonia, John Otway and the Cheeky Girls, plus a song in the double Oscar-winning film Little Miss Sunshine, Barry moved to the Sunshine Paradise of Thailand, where he's been presenting on radio and TV, as well as continuing to perform music live. His passion has always been songwriting, and this he successfully continues to do.
Almost up to date. So January 2023, what happened there?
We started off with myself and KJ going on a road trip up to northern Thailand with some friends, and it was nice. Saw some great places, but I had to, for the first time in ages, wear a warm jacket, because up those mountains up in northern Thailand it can get pretty chilly. But no, very nice trip.
Then I believe you had a right royal falling out with Niels at PPMG.
Yes, after our trip up north, we came back and there was a Rotary event. I was a member of the Pattaya Rotary Club, which Niels had asked me to join, and I've been with him a couple of years, and he was always extolling the virtues of being a Rotary member. Anyway, there was a bowling tournament, 10-pin bowling tournament, and I entered a team, and I thought it'd be great for our team to kind of like pretend we had a sponsor. But it was me really, because I was paying for the team to enter it was a charity tournament. So we all had Fab Baz Music TV t-shirts on, and Niels he really took umbrage about it and attacked me about it. Said, you're competing with Pattaya People Media Group, and I said, no, it's a YouTube thing. How come it's just for fun? But he really embarrassed himself in front of so many people and kind of broke all of those Rotary rules at a Rotary event. So I just stayed clear of him for like a month. After a month, he invited me to come and have a chat with him, but I took some friends with me. But I said no. Myself and KJ had spoken about it, and I know we've had 13 years together, but we officially parted company. However, we've kind of remained friends, and I still do some things for Pattaya People Media Group. It's including 96 FM. I still like to run the radio playlist, because it's nice in the car, have my own playlist in the car.
Then Barappa with Coco.
Barappa with Coco. That's a great phrase, isn't it? So Barappa Bike Week was looming, and my friend Richie Rhodes, who was organising the entertainment, he said it'd be great to have Coco perform there. She's a Chinese artist who's doing gigs all around Pattaya, and I'd already recorded one song with her. I thought she was a great singer. She can sing opera, blues, like Amy Winehouse. So we had some fun doing some gigs together. And I just thought, yeah, it'd be great to put a band together, and we'd do a set with her live, doing some good old blues classics, and we'd do our own original song. And it went down really, really well. Yeah, great artist. And I remember thinking, she could go places, she's got some talent.
I care about trust enough. I care everybody, come on!
Yeah, remember when they could go to from China? Yeah.
And Barry's sexy bikini beach party.
Ah, yes. Well, like I recreated the Ready, Steady, Go type theme with my Hormones of Happiness album, I just thought, wouldn't it be great to recreate that feeling I had when I first came to Thailand and played at Koh Samet on the island, and just felt welcome to paradise. I was playing at a wedding and people dancing all around on the beach, and I thought the only way to do that is by doing an album of cover songs, and I thought, well, this is a good excuse to do that. So I put together some of my favourite songs, and in a style which would suit playing at a beach venue. And so I gathered together a bunch of musicians who were friends of mine, and including Coco, and also I've got another bunch of friends who were great dancers, including some ladyboys and some other friends who looked just great in bikinis. So that was the whole crux of the whole thing. It was a bikini beach party, and I think it worked out pretty well. I certainly recreated that atmosphere of that party that I did in Koh Samet all those years before.
Mama told me you better shop around. Oh yeah. Baby, that's just the way it is, baby. Oh, oh. Well, I stand up next to a mountain. Hey, you with the red dress on, I gotta find a way to take it up. It feels like I'm in love. Been making music to watch girls by. Goodbye, Blackberry Way. Sure don't want me back another day. As long as you love me, save your kisses for me. Dance, dance, dance.
So much fun. Then you challenged yourself.
Yes, well, I kept watching these clips on TikTok and seeing how young people, their attention span is about 20 seconds. So I remembered back to my younger days and listening to Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield, and that went on for about 20 minutes. It was just one track that just flowed all the way through. And also things like Dark Side of the Moon, which I know was a collection of tracks, but again it flowed all the way through one side of an album. So I thought maybe I could challenge myself and do a 20-minute song, or write a 20-minute song. So I came up with a few ideas. I remember just lying on my back, just thinking about it and just dreaming it all up. And I came up with A Dreamer's Kiss in a Paradise Bliss, and thought up the video, the concept for the video, and then started recording, and it was great fun, really great fun, and a real challenge to marry up or mash up like some classical pieces into pop, with pop rhythms, reggae rhythms with a country feel. I even had some Thai music in the middle. I bought a Pim guitar, a Thai guitar, and so I played a bit of that in the middle of it, and it all came together really well. For the video, I had a bunch of friends in it. KJ appeared in it. It was very tropical feel to the whole video, and some other model friends of mine. Opal, who's a great friend of mine from when I very first came to Pattaya. She's now a top model, and she gracefully appeared in the video, and as I say, some others. It all came together really, really well. So I was very pleased with the outcome.
A dreamer's kiss in the paradise bliss. In my dream, I see her face, a perfect vision of beauty and grace. And now I found a love so honest and true. Dreamer's kiss in a paradise bliss, with you. A dreamer's kiss, how sweet it is. Forever in love, in a paradise bliss. A kiss that's filled with promises. It'll never get any better than this. A dreamer's kiss in the paradise bliss. A dreamer's kiss in the paradise bliss.
And then Jukebox Judgment.
Dawn Parry is a host of a radio station in the UK, and she had a friend, Steve Lillywhite, who is U2's producer. He lives in Bali, and she was doing shows with him, and they came up with this concept of doing Jukebox Judgment, where a bunch of producers, top producers, would critique new releases. So I got asked to be part of them, and there was Craig Leon, who was Blondie's producer, Phil Brown, who's a legend in his own right. He was an engineer on All Along the Watchtower for Jimi Hendrix. So it's just great being on a show with these people and sharing views, and they've all become friends. That's the best part.
Talking of friends, you got to meet your favourite guitarist for a third time.
Tommy Emmanuel. Yes, well, a year previous, Morgan Kent, my friend who used to be in the Wombles and is a friend of Tommy's, he managed to get us tickets to go and see him in Bangkok and actually meet up with him before the show in his dressing room, have a laugh and a joke and a little jam session backstage. And then a year later he's playing again in Bangkok, so Morgan gets in touch and the same thing. We meet him backstage before he goes on, and it felt like friends. Actually, he kind of makes you feel very warm, and I know he's got friends all over the world, admirers all over the world, but I did feel like that there's a little bit of a bond between us. And having a friend like Tommy Emmanuel, who's your favourite guitarist, is not to be sniffed at.
Tell me about a new friend you made, Sean King.
Right, Sean. He has a YouTube channel called Vlogging a Dead Horse. Vlogging a Dead Horse, that's with a V. And I suddenly stumbled across this while watching YouTube one evening, and I just found him to be an engaging character, very unique character, and he was really making me laugh. So I was watching him, his exploits and his antics of going around Thailand, and some of his sayings, and he had these little quips that he'd come out with every now and again, and he'd always start every vlog off with "Good day" and finish it with "Au revoir." So anyway, at one point somebody was interviewing me on another YouTube channel, and I mentioned about the fact that my go-to TV at the moment is Vlogging a Dead Horse, and he heard about it. Next minute, there he is, he's mentioning me in one of his vlogs. So I got in touch with him and said, look, if you're ever in Pattaya, we've got to meet up. And that's what we did. We met up down at a place called The Sportsman in the middle of Pattaya to have a coffee together or a drink together. And we were there for like 8 hours solid. We just got on like a house on fire. So that then led to him coming to my house here and making a vlog about my studio and my rock star's house, he called it. But I went out on a few vlogs with him, And it was just great fun. And his fans really took to us being together. They said, you're like a comedy duo. So then I came up with an idea of a song. I said, maybe we should do a song. I said, maybe I could put all your famous sayings into a song and see how it comes out. Let's have a go. And it turned out absolutely brilliant. And his fans they really loved it. Some of the comments were just absolutely wonderful. The song's called Two Dirty Birds and a Bottle of Champagne, which is a saying that Sean came up with whenever he saw one of those sort of relaxing beds at the side of a pool at a 5-star resort. And I thought, that's a great title. But anyway, it was great fun to make it, great fun to make the record and the video. And it was a total success. And we are now great friends.
Good eye! G'day, got something to say. No way you can stop me when I'm out to play. Wanna go through an ending that's happy again, with 2 dirty birds and a bottle of champagne. Au revoir.
Okay, now on to your Happy Fish project.
Yes, I'd written this kind of funny little poem a few years previous, and it suddenly came up on a Facebook memory thing or something. A happy fish only has one wish, and that is to be a happy fish. And at the same time, I just purchased these Abbey Road strings, which were like the Eleanor Rigby style strings, and they were samples, but I could use them. And I thought maybe I should do a kind of Eleanor Rigby style track. And so I wrote the song Happy Fish, and it became popular. And the video was fun to make as well. And I filmed most of it in my swimming pool just here, including a topless mermaid, essential.
Happy fish swimming around, happy fish around and around. Happy fish only have one wish, and that is to be a happy fish. Oh, how I wanna be a happy fish, just like them, a happy fish. Oh, how I wanna be a happy fish. Happy fish swimming around, happy fish.
Then you challenged yourself to an experiment at Pattaya City Expats Club.
Yes, the City Expats Club were always asking me to do some kind of talk or speech or play some songs every now and again. And on this occasion, I came up with a challenge for myself. I said, you know what would be great if I could do a little seminar about songwriting, but show everybody how a song can be written, with them giving me all the ideas. So we actually write a song together from scratch. And I was a little bit nervous, I've got to tell you, because I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. But it did. And 35 minutes is all it took us to write a song from beginning to scratch with a bunch of ideas that came from the audience. Okay, what's the first rule of songwriting? Anybody know the first rule of songwriting? There isn't one. We've got some ideas. Paradise Beach in the sunshine. How about that? Why have I got the ATM blues? Why? I got the ATM blues. I spent too much money on booze. Yeah. Better off having no bar fine. Sublime, that's a good word. See, colourful words. You don't, you know. Well, you could say it's no good jumping off the balcony. It's no. How about one way to stop my melancholy is just watch TV at home. Paradise Beach the sunshine. And then I came home and recorded the song and went back the following week to the Expats Club and played them the song. They were dumbfounded.
I wanna have me a good time at a paradise beach in the sunshine. If you wanna have a good time, find a paradise beach in the sunshine. I wanna have me a good time at a paradise beach in the sunshine.
Then the Beatles suddenly reappeared in your life.
Right, well, yeah, at the end of 2023, the Beatles released a compilation album of all their hits, and they included a new song which they just put together from a John Lennon demo, and it's called Now and Then, and it included George Harrison playing on it. So it was kind of like they were billing it as the Beatles' last song ever. And I wasn't happy with it. I thought, that just doesn't sound like a great Beatles song. But I did recognise that there were the elements of a great Beatles song in there. So I thought, I'm going to show them how they should have done it. So I put my own version of Now and Then together. And just after that, there's a new nightclub that opened in Pattaya called the Juju nightclub. And the owner of it knew that I knew all the Beatles stuff, and I knew that the Russian bass player, who was the house bass player there, he used to be in a Beatles tribute act. So we put together a band to play once every couple of weeks, and it was just great fun playing the Beatles songs live, and we included my new version of Now and Then.
So here we are in 2024 and your 70th birthday.
Yes, I made it. Finally made it. There was a guy on a radio station, I think I mentioned him before, Tommy D, who suddenly discovered AI, and he decided to try and embarrass me on my 70th birthday. Actually, he didn't, although he broke 2 Thai laws in what he did, sampling my voice and making me say things that I didn't say. I just felt I could sue, but what's the point? Nobody listens to his show anyway. But AI has come into our lives now, and it's going to be sticking around. So I thought I'd put it to good use, and I separated all of the different factors, the vocals, the bass, the drums and the guitars, from a song that I wrote around about the same time as 5, 6, 7, 8, called Ride On Into the Sunset. And I always thought this is a good song, but I did it kind of country style then. Maybe I should redo the vocal and not put so much twang in it. And I initially thought of Ride On Into the Sunset, the video, being on horses. But that wasn't going to happen. So I decided, it could be riding through the Arizona desert on motorbikes. And that can happen because I've got a friend who's got a Harley Davidson, and that's exactly what I did.
Ride on into the sunset with me. the sunset. Ride on into the sunset. Hey, ride on into the sunset with me.
And then after all the radio player got on Ride On Into the Sunset, I thought I'd put a philosophical song together using my Abbey Road strings again. And I call it Serendipity. And the idea is it's not about having what you want, it's really wanting what you've got. And that has become my mantra for 2024, as I remind myself on a daily basis to appreciate my luxury life. Now I'm 70 years old.
Staying alive is a priority. Being aware of serendipity. I walk by the ocean with a daybreak sky, saying hi to the pretty girls who take my eye. So happy to make a little compromise, appreciating every new sunrise. It's not what you want. It's not what you want. It's not about having what you want. It's really wanting what you got.
But it seems like you refuse to slow down.
Well, kind of. No, I am relaxing a lot more and taking a few more breaks. But it's great to have a project. It's great to have something to do. I will never be bored. I've always got ideas in my head. And then when people ask you to do special shows, special gigs, like recently there was a wedding in Korat, which is up in the north of Thailand. And we drove up there with KJ and we did this fantastic wedding. It was a big festival stage, and I played about an hour set, and there was all these feathery dancers, and 10 elephants had been brought in from Surin to bless the happy couple. You know, you can't pass up things like this, and stuff like that is just a joy to do. As is the project which I've just done with Coco Zoo. She was going to the UK, and I thought, well, let's send you off with a little package of songs. We'd already recorded one song, so I wrote some other songs, or found a couple of old songs that I'd got in my catalogue, and we recorded them, made a bunch of videos, which was great fun to do. So I kind of put them all together as an EP, an extended play, and you can see them all on Fab Baz Music TV on my channel.
I love you long time, and for the rest of the night, I love you long time. Wanna make you all mine. I love you long time, and the sun's gonna shine. I love you long time, long time. I love you long time. I love you more than I love myself. It ain't easy for me loving someone else. To keep my heart is no good for my health, so I gotta be sure I love you more than I love myself.
And now a second YouTube channel, Fab Baz Sunshine TV.
Well, yes, I started that because I'd got a bunch of interviews which were interesting, including one with Sean King. I've got one with my friend Scouse Paul. I just thought I should put these up on a separate channel. Plus my friend SJ, Sarah Jane, the last couple of years she'd been diagnosed with cancer, and it was going to be terminal at some point or other. She was always a hotbed of ideas and a positive inspiration, and she always said that I was the same to her. So I just thought, wouldn't it be great for other people to see how inspiring she was as a person? So I would do an interview with her when it was known that she'd only got weeks to live. And it really turned out well, and I know that she was very pleased with it. Her daughter was pleased with it, and unfortunately, about 2 weeks after the interview, yes, she sadly passed away. A great big loss.
And so when I do think about that, and it's like, oh, what will they do? What will they? I hope they do. And then I think, whoa, I'm not going to be here. So stop mums have a tendency to interfere. Stop interfering.
Just relax.
And trust. They
That's
are
a good word.
They are all amazing people, and they're going to be just more amazing for it.
Yeah. Well, all I can say, it's been a pleasure knowing you, because as you know, I'm probably the most positive person I know,
Yes.
except that you beat me.
I don't beat you.
So I'm looking to you
I always
for
say,
inspiration.
I always say anyone can. Barry is the most positive person I know. Not because you do the music and you continue to do it, but when we meet, and we meet quite regularly, you never talk bad about anybody.
Well, there's no point.
Several people have a point.
I could talk bad about certain people.
You could,
but,
and you
but,
don't.
No, but you don't need that negativity in your life,
Well,
do you?
I love that about you, because when I meet with other people, people do, and especially in a small town, and especially, we've all got more time on our hands, but you don't.
But anyway, I just want to say, SJ, you're always fantastic to me, and and you're going to be missed, all right?
Yes.
All right. But always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do.
Super. Thanks, Barry.
That's a good way to end.
Okay, one final question. Reflecting on 70 years living on this planet, how would you sum your life up?
Ooh. Well, firstly, I feel as though I've been privileged to have had such a very colourful, interesting and fun life. Only a few down moments, but they've usually led to greater things anyway. And I think my positive outlook on life has kept me in good shape. I've tried to spread my sunshine personality to others with the hope that everyone I come into contact with would actually smile a bit more. I mean, it's not always achievable, but I feel I've had a pretty good success rate. I'm comparatively healthy, despite the heart problems. Although energetic tennis is now a thing of the past, but I still love to play and create music. That's the big thing, either in my studio or if I'm playing live. Plus, I still have a radio station playing my very own playlist, which is a joy to hear when I'm driving around town. And of course, I regularly contribute to a wonderful magazine called Discover Pattaya. Yours.
And the future?
Well, for sure, I can never be bored. I can always be creative in many ways. I'm always going to be coming up with new albums, and promo videos are always on the cards. And then who knows what the future holds.
But you seem very contented.
Well, yeah, I'm highly satisfied and contented with what I've done with my life after achieving more than I could ever have hoped for from my very humble beginnings. I now have a fabulous home in a wonderfully tropical, sunshine, hot part of the world with a fabulously sexy, hippie-like, beautiful and loving girl, and a marathon runner, no less. And yes, she loves running and she's got loads of trophies. We have a fabulous home life, and ideally I want to see my days out with her.
And the Pop Tart?
Oh yeah, well, being a Pop Tart has been a lot of fun. However, I have to say the hard work that I've put in over the years, it's really paid off with me achieving a fruitful few decades on this planet. And far, far more than my fair share of female partners. To all the girls I've loved before and all that. But finally, I feel so grateful for the many good things in my life, and very thankful to have had so many good friends all over the world. And they still regularly chat with me. I mean, that's real success. I mean, I should be pretty damn happy with my life, and I most definitely am. Being a Pop Tart has most definitely suited me.
But hold on, there's more. After I had this very long chat with Barry about his life, I now need to bring you up to date. For the 2024 Paris Olympics, Barry released an alternative theme song. It's the winning that counts.
It's the winning that counts. That's what it's all about. Hold up the gold and shout. It's the winning that counts.
Then came the news that a new big theatre musical is born, using nothing but songs by the band Barry formed. Steps. Wow, the new big theatre musical is likely to soon be heading for London's West End. Ka-ching! At the end of September, Barry and KJ visited Ubud in Bali and then stayed at U2 producer Steve Lillywhite's new rockstar mansion he calls the Lily Pad, whilst also doing Jukebox Judgment together with Steve and show host Dawn Parry. Also visiting the Axion Music Festival, which featured new upcoming bands. A week or so later saw them visiting Singapore, where they met up with some old friends. Barry and Dawn took Jukebox Judgment to another music festival, Singapore Bay Beats, and also did a songwriting and performance class. The new revival chart saw Barry's song, Start of a Brand New Day, go straight in at number 2. Wow! Meanwhile, KJ was still bringing home more trophies in half and full marathons. Plus, she ran an amazing 60-kilometre event. Barry continued to perform shows throughout high season in Pattaya, including the annual British Legion Poppy Appeal launch. During a trip late November to Bangkok, Barry started complaining of severe stomach pains. After an eventual CT scan, he was shocked to find he already had a burst appendix, so had to have an immediate emergency operation to remove it, resulting in a painful 6-day hospital stay, plus extra hospital visits for treatment over the next few weeks. At Christmas, he re-released his Christmas song of a few years ago, only to see it climb the revival chart alongside his other hit song, Start of a Brand New Day, which eventually stayed in the chart for 12 weeks. Although still in some pain and not yet at full strength, he successfully performed a prestigious New Year's Eve gig with Coco once again. Then on January the 1st, 2025, he was paid a visit by friends from Oregon, USA. David Lee was now starting to relocate to Thailand from Taiwan, so he and Barry regularly met up for morning exercise along Pattaya Beach. Barry guested with his YouTuber vlogging friend Sean King as they entertained his thousands of followers. January ended with the sad news that Barry's close friend of nearly 39 years finally passed away after suffering a bad stroke some time back. Then Barry released a romantic song of his for Valentine's Day, only to see it ride high in the chart for weeks after. Then finally, Barry's sister Janice happily visited Thailand for the first time, with him trying to be the perfect tour guide and her showering him with gifts for his 71st birthday. Taiwanese superstar David Lee and Barry then teamed up at last to do a special show called East Meets West. Barry's presence on New Dawn FM's Jukebox Judgment was now a firm fixture, and his new release, Love Rocks, also climbed the revival chart, making the top 10. The always entertaining Barry Upton page in my glossy monthly magazine Discover Pattaya has now been a popular regular feature for over 5 years. You can always get an update on Barry's latest Pop Tart antics by checking his page out in Discover Patia online at patiatrader.com. Barry's music videos can be found on his YouTube channel, Fab Baz Music TV, plus his other features on Fab Baz Sunshine TV, also on YouTube. Well, that's all, folks, for now.
1, 2. Life's a gas, I really think so. Every day is something new. Someone is out there waiting to be a friend to you. Oh, let's talk about that. All you gotta be is open to the opportunity. Take a chance on romance and let the what will be will be. 'Cause if the stars are aligned and the cards you're dealt are kind, fall in love, yeah, fall in love. 'Cause love rocks, yeah, love rocks. Love rocks, yeah, love rocks. Love rocks, love rocks. Ain't no doubt about it, love rocks. That's right, baby. Come on, let's talk about love. Take a moment to think about it. What direction you wanna take? Going down and keep complaining, or move on up to find a break. All you gotta be is open to the opportunity.